good morning, and welcome to the worst version of arsenic and old lace that you've ever seen. But today, because of the DCMI, or the DCMC, the Demon Committee for Mild Inconvenience, or the Demon Committee for Mild Catastrophes, which aren't real and cannot hurt you, we're going to do another everything that I am grateful for video. And then see when my phone runs out of space. My phone runs out of space. Into the stars. Into the deep, deep stars. Yeah. So, anyway, sleepy time. It's very early in the morning. It's 6:20 something. 6:21 a.m. on the 3rd of September. You know, like the months. January-tember, February-tember, March-tember. What's the next one? April. May. You think of a new one? Yes, please. So I'm grateful for my wife. So much. Oh my God. Like, go hug your loved ones. Very grateful. I'm grateful that I pressed the buzzer at the hospital. Because Cass was in just a little, she was out, it was hurting. She's in a little bit of pain. So it got worse, and then I pressed the button, and then the doctor's like, is everyone okay? And then like 19 nurses all ran into the room. And I said, yeah. Her pain just seems to be getting worse. And then he went and looked at the CT, and he said, okay, yep, you've got the appendicectomies, or appendicitis. What's the opposite of appendicitis? A pencil of blindness. Oh, that was bad. I'm also grateful for speed limits. Very important, speed limits when you're driving in the car. Because, geez, some people go fast. When I was rushing Cassandra to Goulburn, and she was in quite a bit of the discomfort, one might say, I was driving the speed limit, definitely, officers. And a few cars just... I'm also grateful for fast cars, because everybody seems to like those. They seem to love going fast in the broom brooms. I'm also grateful for brooms. Brooms are very useful for sweeping. If you want to make sweeping changes in your life, use the broom using your teeth. That'll make some changes. And some dental bills. It's funny. Leisha, I'm grateful for my online friend Leisha. Her TikTok apparently started making her a little bit of money, which is wonderful. So I'm very grateful for that. I'm grateful that I bought, like, I don't know, $350 worth of Bitcoin back in the day. So I was able to sell 0.000000001 of a Bitcoin, and I got $1,000, which is wonderful, and I used it to pay all of the extra expenses from the DCMI, which doesn't. I'm grateful that the Demon Committee for Mild Inconvenience doesn't exist. Very grateful for that. I'm grateful that I live in Australia, because otherwise medical bills would be life-ending, essentially. Well, financially ruinous, maybe. Which is tough. Whew. I'm grateful for my ability to wake up in the morning. That's always a plus. Oh dear. Hold on. My beard mic is misbehaving. I'm grateful for beards. The greatest facial hair that one could ask for. Beards. And eyebrows, I suppose. I don't know. Maybe we should play a game where we go through all the things we're grateful for and then rank them. Am I more grateful for eyebrows than I am for beards? This is the question. I think I'm more grateful for eyebrows because you can express more. Well, that's contentious. I'm grateful that I don't really know what the word contentious means. I'm grateful for English language. That's fun. I'm very grateful for coffee that I just realized I can't drink at the moment because I'm driving through some roundabouts. Grateful for roundabouts. I think roundabouts are probably my favorite kind of intersection because, you know, you always know where they are. They're roundabout here. Sorry. Plus, I live in Yass, which is near Canberra, and in Canberra we have the most roundabouts per capita in any city of the world. I don't actually know if that's true, but I imagine it's true because, oh boy, you get dizzy driving in Canberra. I mean, you get dizzy driving in Sydney and other places, but that's just because there's so many cars and traffic and people and things. I'm grateful that I don't live in Sydney. I'm grateful for all the nurses. I'm even grateful for the nurse who gave Cass the intravenous antibiotic in 3 minutes instead of 30. That was a mistake. Then she had lots of, not grateful for the side effects that poor Cass had to endure. But I'm still grateful for that nurse. She was very overworked and underpaid. And she definitely needs to get more paid. Get more paid! I signed a petition. I'm grateful for petitions. I'm grateful for the word petition, because it sounds like something you'd put in between two rabbits to stop them fighting. It's a good petition. Did you sign the petition? Yes, I did. I love rabbits. What? Now, I just remembered, because this is a 14-hour long grateful video, I just went the wrong way. I can't edit. I just went the wrong way. Oh my god. I'm grateful for going the wrong way. I just drove down the wrong highway, so now I have to turn around and go back the other way without wasting too much time. I'm grateful for mindfulness because it can stop you from ruining your day and other people's days. But I must admit, I'm very annoyed that I went the wrong way. Shit. Oh, I swore! Oh no! I can't stop there because then the peeps are gonna get annoyed. Oh man. Well, now I'm gonna have to edit this video, or not. Maybe I can just put it on the internet. It's fine. Keep it clean, family friendly. Children, if you're ever watching this, any children, don't swear. It puts sand on your soul. How do I turn around? This is crazy. Anyway, I'm grateful for the fact that I can drive because it's a long walk to Goulburn. I'm grateful for sleep. Grateful for the sunshine. You can't see it right now, but that light, the beautiful dappled orange light on my magnificently sleep-deprived face, is beautiful in the sunrise there. Now I have to navigate turning around on the highway. Scheiße. I can swear in German, right? I'm grateful that I know a swear word in German. I think there's a place I can turn around up here. Maybe. It's so funny. Well, so now, let me explain. The reason I went the wrong way is because usually whenever we leave Yass, we're driving to Canberra. And Canberra's that way. Lots of roundabouts down there. Where did you ask? Roundabout there. Anyway, so, but now I have to go to Goulburn because that's where Kaz is. But there's all double lines, so I'm not sure what to do. And I can't turn around there because that's a hill. And if I turn around in the hill, maybe if I go... I'm grateful that I have a functioning full nervous system. That's good. Grateful for... Oh, you know what I'm surprisingly grateful for? Is that very strange show called Clarkson's Farm. I think Jeremy Clarkson might not be my cup of tea, but the show is really well made. It's just about Jeremy Clarkson, who has he has too much money, and he's a bit of a lad's lad, one might say. Wow, I really can't turn around here either. And he bought a farm back in the day, and now he runs the farm, and the whole story is like a mock, I want to say a mock documentary, no, that's the wrong word. It's a documentary about him and how he's you know, dramatizing the running of the farm. But it is, I mean, it's great because Cass and I are from a rural, because there's lots of rulers out here. The King of England, the Queen of England. Sorry. Grateful for bad jokes. They're my favorite. I think I can turn around up here, says Simon for the 14th time. I'm grateful for this part that we're driving through right now. You can't see it, but it's a dead zone, which isn't as dramatic as you would think. It's just that the internet cuts out here. So if you're ever talking to somebody you don't want to talk to on a mobile phone, because we have to nobody has landlines anymore, but a mobile phone, it just cuts out. Then you can be like, sorry, and then you don't have to talk to them anymore. Yay! But I'm also grateful for mobile phones because that's what allowed me and you to have what do you call it? A parasocial relationship. Parasocial relationship just sounds like there's ghosts and lots of them, and they're all friends. Whoa, okay, it's bouncy. Woohoo! Yeah. I got to turn around without dying. Thank you. Actually, I might put it in the maps. So I'm going to have to edit this video together, but I'm very grateful that I can do that. And I'm grateful for Google Maps, that's for sure. I'll be back. G'day again. So, turns out that this is the quickest route. I just have to turn around and pretend like this never happened. Oh, I got to fix my mic. Right, so hopefully, I'm going to turn my lights on. Whee! Onto the highway! Hopefully we haven't lost too much time. 58 minutes, apparently. That's how long it takes to get to Goulburn from here. Right near the dead zone. I'm grateful for my ability to speak. Oh, look at the beautiful sunrise. Sunrise. I can't think of a song. What's a good song in the morning? Grateful for songs, even though I don't listen to things very often. That's not true. I do. I listen to strange music on the internet, I think. I don't know. People ask me, Simon, what music are you into? And I'm like, I don't know. I just listen to good music. I'm not into crappy music. And then they're like, well, you mustn't like country. And I'm like, I'm from the country. And I know all about that. Lots of tractors and sheep. Have you ever... I'm grateful for my experience once where I was out, I think with my friend Scott. And he lived on a farm. I just said Scott, like I lived in England. Yes, I was with my friend Scott. Oh yes, what a lad he was. Absolutely spiffing it was. We went out in the night. I think it was probably like, 9 o'clock at night. But it was very dark, there was no moon. And we drove out in his Ford Escort car, because he likes fast cars. I haven't talked to him for like a million years. But, in fact, I don't think I've talked to him since I was like 17. I remember talking to him on the phone, and I was going to go to... Anyway, sorry. I'm grateful that my memory's not very good. So I can forget all the bad stuff, which is great. No, I'm grateful for that experience. We went out in his Ford Escort and then into the darkness, and we turned the lights off the car, and there were just sheep like all around us. But because it was dark, they freaked out because we turned the lights off, and so they made the weirdest noises. It was very bizarre. But I'm very grateful for that because it makes me giggle. Grateful for my children. Fee and Joe are, of course, the best children. I'm not... they are the best children. The best. Ever. You can't... there's no... there's no logical argument. Not that I'm biased, obviously. Look at that sunshine. I'm grateful for sunshine. The sun's shining. I'm grateful that I have enough mental capacity to convince myself that the string... I gotta be careful when I say the sentence. Oh no. the string of incidences that are either mild inconveniences or mild catastrophes. I don't know if word catastrophe is the problem. Mild problem, but medium catastrophe, medium problems. But the string of them since the 14th of October isn't some sort of cosmic irony caused by the Demon Committee for Mild Inconvenience. They're not real, and I'm not psychotic. It's very important to remember. It's just a coincidence that every single day some new problem arises that seems like an external force is then causing that to happen. Maybe it's Tom Hanks. Could be. He's evil. I know everybody likes him, and he seems like a nice guy. I'm joking. I'm sure he's a nice guy. Oh, dear. Do you know who I want to meet? I want to meet Conan, the really tall, annoying... well, I think I'm going the right way. The tall, annoying host of the Tonight Show or something? Conan O'Brien, that's his name. He seems like a really nice guy. Everything that I've read and come across is that he actually is a nice guy. I mean, he's obviously a little bit neurotic, and sometimes he's a bit over the top, but I don't know anyone else like that. And why would I enjoy the over the topness of that? He makes a video every day for 5 years. Anyway, only 912 videos to go, I think. That's not long. Wow, look, the sun's right in my eyeballs now. Wait, I can put my driving glasses on. Hold on. We can play a game where I let you guess how much these sunglasses cost. Wow. So, I'll let you guess. You guess. Lower. There you go. They weren't free. I'll give you that much. Not 0. Higher than 0. Nah, lower than that. Wow, I really can't see. Lower than that. Mm-hmm. There we go. Okay, so that car's pulling over. Hi. Yeah, that's right. 20 cents. Australian. 20. My God, the sun is like directly above the thing. Anyway, yeah, 20 cents. These were 20 cents. And they were in their packet. I think they're like safety goggles. Uh-oh. My foggers are glassing up. Glassing the fogs up. No swearing, Simon. Yeah, maybe I should put on an Australian accent for like more videos. You know how Beebs did when he did the you know, he texted because he's from Texas. I can't remember where Brandon is from. But did he put on an American accent all this time? And he's saying, if you want to make a YouTube channel, yeah, he kind of sounds like that. I mean, but maybe I should put on like a really ochre Australian accent and just embody what it's like to be a rural Australian bloke trying to make ends meet. Excuse me, Mr. End, Mrs. End. Do you know each other? Yeah, mate, that's right. And then I could talk like that, and then that would distinguish me from the 47 million YouTubers on the internet. Although I do have an Australian accent. You know, some people think I'm American. I remember last time Cass was in the hospital when she was sick. I think when the babies were being born. I don't know. I can't remember. But the nurse was convinced I was American, which is weird because, you know, I'm Australian and I don't have an American accent. Maybe a little. Don't know. Geez, the sun's bloody bright. Yeah. Well, you've said the S word and you've said bloody on your video today, Simon, and you look like... Once... I'm grateful for this story. I'm grateful for my mother and my father, who are both on a big holiday that they've saved up for many years. Now, we're going to go on the COVIDs when Voldemort was around, but they couldn't because of that. But then now they're doing it, and they're in Canada at the moment. But I'm very grateful for my mother and to my mama and my papa and my sisters, Peachy and Span. Not their real names, to hide their identity. Identity. That's when you get a dent in your breast. Am I allowed to say titty? Oh my God, maybe that's illegal. Anyway, I'm grateful for the word titty, and I'm going to keep saying it. And the word booby. Booby and Titty, they're just great. If you say that, if you want to just bring the level of sophistication down in any room, just say Booby Titty. Anyway, sorry, I got distracted. Crap, what was I talking about? You're allowed to say the word crap. That's fine. Crap, that's if you're in a primary school, playground, and you say crap, you're not going to get arrested. I mean, I'm going to get arrested. Excuse me, sir, what are you doing here in the playground? I went and taught cartooning for the kids in their class. My God, that was insane. It was so much fun. I'm grateful for that. I'm grateful for my parents. That's right. No, okay. So the reason I want to tell you this story, we went to the beach, and now I hate the beach. I mean, I don't hate it. I'm grateful for the beach, and I'm grateful that, sand exists, because imagine if sand wasn't there and the beaches were just made up of, like, knives. Like hunting knives, all pointing up. That wouldn't be fun. You can't go online and nip the hunting knives. Anyway, we went to the beach, and I was wearing just the clothes that I found or something, and I had a cap on and sunglasses. My mum said, "You're dressed like a bit of a dick." And it was very funny, because she meant, so from then on, every time I say, my mum thinks I'm a bit of a dick. So now, like I'm dressed like a normal person. Although I do have parrots on my shirt. So, that's okay. They're rainbow lorikeets as far as I know. Now we're on the right highway, everyone. So I'm grateful for that. I'm grateful for those ghosts so that we can chat. The ghosts of the internet. I do. The Demon Committee for Mild Inconvenience isn't real. So I'm grateful for lines on roads. Very important. Because then you can keep in between the lines and everything's fine. Did I mention I was grateful for coffee? Mm-hmm. I'm grateful for all my friends on the internet, other than Leisha. Because I already mentioned her, not because I'm not grateful. Because remember I said earlier, unless the video doesn't work, which has happened a few times now, where the video just doesn't work. Maybe I should, oh gosh, the sun shines in my eyes. I'm grateful for John Denver. He had cool music. My dad and mum used to have a, whom I'm grateful for, had a record player. And they had a lot of records, but they had a few John Denver records. And there was a song on it called Calypso, I think. It was about a boat. I don't know. But there was Calypso. I don't remember it. But I remember listening to it multiple times when I was a child and thinking, "Wow, this is amazing." So there's the kind of music that I like. I like that. Oh no! Oh, come back! I like that song. We could put it up here, and then I could talk directly into the microphone this way, but then the audio might be all wonky. Let's give it a go. Steering with my knee is not very safe. Steering with my knee. Holy crap. Oh, there we go. That doesn't work, because it's not, like, in front of my mouth. This doesn't seem safe. I think I'll flip it back on here. So, anyway, what I was going to say is I think I should record these in 10-minute chunks, because then it won't crash my phone. Wow, the sun is so bright. I'm grateful for solar technology. I think that's going to be a big improvement. I mean, it already has, and it's accelerated dramatically. And I like solar panels. Ouch. But I don't have any on my house because of the series of unfortunate events that have happened. Mildly catastrophic. Catastrophic? That's the way you say that. Wrought in. So, I'm also grateful for infrastructure, which is, I think, something that you don't think about. I think it was an Instagram reel, not a fake one, an Instagram reel, where a guy was talking about how we just take for granted so many things, like running water and the sewage system and electricity. Like, whilst Cass and I were hanging out at the beautiful place where they have, lovely nurses to look after you, Holy smallish Batman, I cannot see anything. It is very nice. When there is the shadow, you cannot see past the windscreen. I don't know what accent that is. Is it Dutch, maybe? I don't know. No offense to anybody who has that accent or doesn't. Or the Dutch people. No offense to the Dutch people. I need to turn the heater on because it's freezing. Let me just turn that on. Anyway, I've lost my train of thought. I'm grateful for trains, infrastructure. That's right, we're talking about being grateful and taking things for granted. So running water, it's amazing. Because it, like, for example, there's a low battery. I wonder if, I think it just paused. Let's hope it's still going. My phone is going to run out of battery soon. So maybe we're going to have to do it in increments of... I'm going to have to plug it in. Because there's nowhere to charge my... Oh, there is a charger at the hospital. Anyway, sorry. What are we talking about? Don't get distracted. Stay on track. Stay on track. On the road. Don't speed. Baby, I'm gonna speed. So, at my house, for example, taking things for granted, we have running water and running hot water. But the pipes are weird in the kitchen. So you turn the tap on and you have to wait 475,000 years for the... That's right, 500,000 years for the water to come out of the tap. To go hot, if I mean. But also the water pressure in the kitchen is really low. So I think there's like a flow limiter, or the pipes are just super old and like, you know, tiny. And that's probably not good anyway. But the water outside in the... See, that's why people think I'm American, because I say water. Oh my god, like the water outside is like so fast. The water? Oh dear. The water outside, the water outside is so fast. You turn the tap on and it just goes like, you know, like a hose pipe with high pressure. I'm really grateful for analogies because I think some of them can be very funny. I remember one from a Terry Pratchett book about witches. I think it was Mort, which is a great book. It's only one of 2 or 3 books that I've read of Terry Pratchett's. And he was talking about a crazy witch who was cutting toast. And it went something like, she cut the toast, she went to the toast like a madman goes to a mattress with a chainsaw. And I thought, that's a fantastic analogy. And I thought it was amusing. So I'm very grateful for the Discworld, Turtles all the way down. And I'm grateful for John and Hank Green, because they seem like great people, and they do a lot of good, and they produce a lot of content on the internet, which I enjoy. Educational. If you want to learn how to do something, do some crash courses. Not in the car. Don't do a crash course while you're driving in the car. Do the keep it straight on the road. Don't fall off the road. Use those lines we're all grateful for. I mean, I'm assuming you're grateful for them too. I'm very grateful for them. I'm grateful for my grandparents-in-law. No, hold on. My parents-in-law. My children's grandparents. Because they're Trace and Chris. They're not their real names. No, they are their real names. They're looking after the twins, which is wonderful. I just broke into their house just before driving here. Holy moly! Time for your ad break with the sun. I just went and broke into their house. Let me finish that sentence before I get arrested. And said goodbye to the twins and reassured them that everything is fine. Because Mummy is fine. She just had a little bit of a temperature last night, and that's normal. She's recovering. Blah, 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 blah. But they were very cute. Best children ever, by the way, as you know, obviously. I'm very grateful for heaters in cars. That's always... Oh, so, yes, the water pressure in my kitchen is very low. And it's very easy to take for granted... Sorry. It's very easy to take for granted that there's water, and then there's a problem with the water pressure. But really, the bigger miracle is that we live where there's running water. And if you're listening to this, you probably have running water as well, I'm assuming. And that's pretty impressive. Yeah. As we live in a world where the quality of life for most people has improved way more than like 500 years ago. Oh boy. And I'm grateful for that. I'm very grateful for that. I'm grateful for dams. I just saw a dam. Damn. Because it allows you to kind of swear whilst you're, just talking about a big puddle in a paddock. Damn. Or a river. Or something a beaver makes. Never seen a beaver. Typically and family friendly. No, I've never actually seen a real beaver, I don't think. Maybe at a zoo? But I don't know if they frequent zoos. Excuse me, do beavers frequent zoos? It's not a sentence, that's what I'd say. I'm very grateful for words. I like playing with them. I feel like there's a joke there about the word beaver, but ver doesn't really mean anything. But bee does, it's an insect. Maybe an insect that builds dams. Beaver. A verbi? Verbal. Gerbil. Word association. I'm grateful for that. I'm grateful for word association games. Oh, dearie me. I'm grateful for coffee. Have I mentioned that? Let's see if I can have a drink of the coffee. Oh, no. No, that's a bit dangerous. There we go. G'day, how's it going? Yeah, what's up? Oh, no. You're gonna have to wait down there. Listen to the floor for a bit. I can't open it. Might not be a good idea to have a drink on the highway. Good times. So there's a bit of a truck there, so let's just wait for that, and then I'll pull over and have a drink. Oh no! Wow, it's really sunny. I don't think the combination of giant semi-trailer truck driving down the highway at 110 kilometers an hour, which is about 400 miles an hour, just for those in North America, in the imperial system. Dun 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 dun. What's the song from the Imperial? What are they called in Star Wars? It's like Darth Vader's part of the Imperialness. Oh, Scheiße. The Empire, of course. Is that where the word Imperial comes from? Empire. So it should be Imperial, not empirical. Empirical sounds like a type of ice that you would find in Antarctica. I just forgot to pronounce my D just then. Fine. Fine. The sun is right in my eyeballs. Let's continue. Put that down a bit. There we go. That's better. Anyway, I'm grateful for fog. Because, it's... I tried to shoot an arrow at the fog, but I missed. Sorry. I'm grateful for windmills. I can't show you because I'm driving, so I'm not allowed to touch my phone. Otherwise, you get a $541 fine from the government if you're caught. And rightfully so. It's very dangerous to drive down the highway and try and drink coffee, Simon. I'm grateful for law enforcement. I am. I'm grateful for law enforcement, and I'm grateful for fines like that, because since then I have been extremely aware of touching my phone whilst driving. Very important. But missed. I tried to shoot an arrow at the fog and I missed, and that's the funny joke. And I appreciate jokes. I appreciate jokes. I appreciate the word appreciate. Appreciate. What is a pre? And what did she eat? Ah, priest. She ate. Oh, there's a train. Oh, I wish I could show you. There's a big train. It's amazing. I could just lie about it. I'm grateful that I don't lie. That's a good thing, I think. It's quite tricky, because sometimes I find myself telling stories, and then I kind of make stuff up. And then I'm like, hold on, that didn't happen. So then I kind of have to frame it like a joke. But then sometimes it doesn't make any sense. But I think that's just a symptom of my bad memory. But I'm very grateful for my bad memory, like I said before, because I remember saying that earlier, unless the video didn't work. And I'm grateful for you, Leisha, and the fact that you make a little bit of money on the TikToks. I'm grateful for the hospital at Goulburn, the Goulburn Base Hospital, and the fact that I can go and visit Kaz. and they let me in, because back in the coves, back in Voldemort, he who must not be named. That was awful. But we're not thinking about awful things. What we're doing is thinking about the awful things and how some of those awful things aren't happening to us, and then we're being grateful for them, right? I think that's how that works. You go. I'm grateful for the improv classes that I did get to go to a couple of years ago. They were really fun. I liked them. I would like to go back, but the problem is, no problems, only gratefulness. I'm grateful for those classes, Simon. It's really interesting because over the past, since October the 14th, it's very, I've tried very hard to convince myself that it is just confirmation bias. And every single day something, like today, I'm waiting for the thing that will go wrong that seems completely out of the blue and caused by the Demon Committee for Mild Inconvenience. But I'm sure maybe there isn't going to be one. No, and we're not going to focus on those because we're focusing on what we're grateful for. I'm grateful for the number 4 because otherwise 3 and 5 would be lonely. Oh. Also, it's a homonym, and you can say 4 or 4 and mean 3 different things. 4 what, you may ask? 4 red. Yes, it is a little red. Not that I'm sunburnt. Just embarrassed. You're only embarrassed if you're embarrassing. No, hold on. You're only embarrassed. It's only embarrassing if you're embarrassed. Oh dear. Excuse me, sir. Your embarrassed clown seems to be broken. Get off my purple trunks! Says the elephant. Ow. I'm grateful for absurdity. Absurdity sounds good. I'm grateful for that one video that I can't seem to find. I mean, I haven't looked hard. But Brandon Ferris had a video where he was just talking in his room and he was saying all of the names, and they were just made up names. And for some reason, it tickled my fancy, the part of my brain that was like, you know, Sir Lancelot Born Ticklebutt, or whatever it is. I don't think that was the name. Any of the names, I can't remember them now. But I'm really grateful for that video. I'm grateful for determination. I'm grateful I have determination, which is the whole reason I started this wonderful, all the ghosts, man. All those parasocials. It's funny. I'm grateful for all of you. I just looked directly at you and opened my eyes, and then the sun shot me right in the brain. Don't shoot me in the brain, sir. Thank you very much. You just got to sit up straight. That's better. So I'm all grateful for you, and thank you so much for joining me on this journey of insanity. I think is probably legalized insanity. I think is probably. Is it legal? Well, it wasn't legal when you were trying to have a drink and drive down the highway, Simon. But I'm grateful for that. I'm grateful for whatever that truck has got in it. Unless it's like human blood. I don't think it is. I think it was a milk truck. It wasn't flammable though, so I'm grateful for that not being flammable. I'm grateful for windmills. So earlier I think I was going to show you that there were windmills on the horizon. Big, giant, massive windmills producing electricity. And they look amazing. And I remember making an animation with an animator named Andrea Rania. And he's a director now, which is awesome. And he's a great animator. But I worked with him on a bunch of Italian animations about solar and wind power, and it was really fun. And I remember thinking, oh, you know, I really hope this renewable stuff takes off. I think that was back in like 2014, so 40 years ago now. And yeah, it's only 10 years ago. Oh my god. I'm grateful for the fact that I experienced time, seemingly. It feels like it's going longer and longer, and I don't know if it, of course, is a symptom of confirmation bias, because every time I look or pay attention to time passing, it just goes so slow. It's bonkers, man. like, 2014 was only 10 years ago. Oh, Kat sent me a message. Oh my God, I'm grateful for messages. I have to talk to Siri, so I'm going to turn you off. But thank you so much for breathing, and I appreciate you, and I'm very grateful, and I'm grateful for text messages and voice things on Siri. And thank you so much for breathing. Remember, be kind, be curious, and stay awesome, and be grateful. The Demon Committee for Mild Inconveniences isn't real, and it cannot hurt you.